Hello, this is Patrick Botticelli with Colonial Airstream in Lakewood, New Jersey. Today I'm sitting in a brand new 2017 25 FB Flying Cloud. FB stands for front bedroom. This trailer comes with a front bedroom queen or twin. You have the choice. They're both the same price. Sitting in a dinette, they could sit 4 people at it. It also folds down into a bed which is 96 inches by 40 inches. So these two backrest cushions squeeze down in the middle when the table folds down and lays on top of the 2 benches. Also, if I show you around, you have this 66-inch long lounge that slides out. Back cushion slides everything forward. 48 inches wide, so 66 by 48. So you could sleep 2 people there as well. In the front of the trailer, you have a choice of the queen and twin, which I spoke about earlier. This is the queen. This is 60 by 75. And folks love that panoramic view that they get. It is a favorite of the Airstream buyers when they get the queen bed model, because they can lay in bed, their head would be right here, and they can look around and they have a full panoramic view all the way around. Twin bed model, you'd have a bed here and a bed here. This cabinet wouldn't exist. It would you just have a shirt locker in the bedroom. You do get a little bit of exterior storage gain when you go to the twin bed versus a queen. But the great thing about the queen bed is it actually lifts up and there's a lot of storage underneath it. You could actually reach right into your trunk area. There's a storage compartment here with the door on the side that opens. You have bulk storage in the corner. And this is a great opportunity for me to show you the construction techniques. This is plywood. This is cabinet grade plywood with laminate. So there's no decals or particle board in any of the construction. And then where the pieces meet, there's pocket hole screws. So that's a very secure joint. The industry has adopted using staples. Airstream uses screws, and the pocket hole screws are very tight joints. Okay, underneath the bed, there's some plastic containers. And in this one, we have the owner's manual and this little satchel that it comes with. There's also a newbie's guide to owning an Airstream that comes with it. It's a great little book to read. This trailer is equipped with the wireless backup camera. So this is the monitor that would go in your vehicle. It plugs into your cigarette lighter. There's a camera on the back of the trailer. You just turn your parking lights on and that will turn the camera on for you. And then you have the water filter for underneath the Galley sink. Both at original stands for the televisions that were removed so they could be mounted to the brackets on the wall. Stereo remote, TV remote. There's another television remote in here as well. There's a propane quick disconnect hose for outside for a low pressure grill. There's a welcome mat that comes with the trailer. There's a manual override for an electric hitch jack that comes with it. Angled adapter for your waste discharge. Colonial Airstream actually gives you a very deluxe RV starter kit with each and every purchase. That comes with a premium waste hose, elbow, donut, all the pieces you need, freshwater hose, chemical for the waste, a premium power cord adapter so you can plug in at home. But this is the stuff that Airstream includes. And there's an outlet tester in here as well. So you could plug in and see if the campground has the correct wiring done. So the bed doesn't lift up when you get the twin bed model, so that is a feature strictly for the queen. Look at the vinyl flooring throughout. Goes all the way underneath the bed. Premium mattress. There's a pillow top. Memory foam mattress, about 8 inches thick. Extremely comfortable. If you visit our dealership on a very cold day, just keep in mind the mattress is probably frozen, so it's going to soften up quite a bit when you get it up to room temperature. Next to the bed, there's a nightstand. Has a USB charge port next to a regular electrical outlet. There's a speaker in the roof locker next to a reading light. There's another speaker over here. Another reading light. They're directional. This part of the cabinet doesn't open. This is part of the speaker box. Overhead roof locker has a generous amount of storage. This one has a lip so your stuff doesn't slide forward. The hardware is adjustable. You could tighten this. So if you want more tension to keep it closed, or if you want more lift assist, you decide. At the head of the bed, we have an 18-inch stacked window. Stacked window means there's an opening window above a porthole window. That doesn't open. The top one does. Insect screen on every window that opens. Another reading light. CO2 detector. There's a 9-volt battery in there. Just make sure you replace that every 6 months. Look at the corner here. See how the wood meets, this is solid oak, meets the plywood with laminate. This laminate here is the new Landmark laminate. This corner is going to get bumped a lot. So instead of putting two pieces that butt together with laminate on the sides that could ship, Airstream puts solid oak. Look at that radius that you get out of it. Premium handles here for the door and premium hardware. This hardware is adjustable so you could change the angle of the door if anything ever moved in the future. Then we got a J-latch that keeps the door shut. You need a good amount of force to open these doors so that you don't have to worry about them flying open when you're towing. There's a wardrobe rod in this one so you can hang some shirts, and there's little notches in it to keep your items from sliding back and forth. Look how far out these drawers glide. These are full extension too, so there's no trying to reach into the back. It comes all the way out for you. Got another one here. And the bottom one opens and it gives you access to the water heater for service. There's another access panel on the exterior of the trailer that you can get to from the outside trunk. There's a fantastic fan. It's a 14x14 fantastic fan with a rain sensor that will automatically close the lid when it rains. Motorized lid that goes up and down. You just tell the lid to go up or down. You could have the fan disabled and just have the lid up as a vent. You could change your fan speed here. We have a 4-amp fuse that if something got stuck in the fan blade, it would blow the fuse instead of blowing the motor. And then you can have it thermostatically controlled. So after you tell the fan to open, you could have the fan blade stop spinning when you reach your desired temperature. And then the screen is a quick release screen. The foot of the bed. Look at these beautiful ocean air roller shades. You can hook them underneath the handles if you want to go halfway, or you can bring it all the way down if you want privacy. Just make sure you have a good grip on them. If you let go, it's going to come flying up. This window opens just like every other window. You pull the two handles, twist, and you lift with both hands, left and right. Show you how to open a window when we get to the galley area. The difference with this window, because it's emergency exit, the handles are all red, and it has a quick release for the screen, so you can pull the screen out and climb out of the trailer. And all these windows are safety glass, and they're all tinted. Samsung television in the bedroom is standard. It's an articulating bracket, so there's a little quick release. Make sure you have that buckled back before you tow. You have a choice for the television to run on a regular electrical outlet. That's when you're at the campground's electric connection. Or you could unplug it and bring it down here and run it off the 1000 watt inverter. The inverter is standard on all the Flying Cloud trailers, and what that does is it takes your stored battery juice, inverts it into electricity up to 1000 watts. So you can run a television or a laptop computer, Blu-ray player, some small electronic devices. We have the Comfort Control Center 2 here in the bedroom. This is the Dometic system. This allows you to control your air conditioning, heat pump, that's your electric heat pump, your furnace, which is a forced head air propane furnace, and just the fan blower in the air conditioning. So there's no zone in this trailer because it has a single air conditioning, which is 15,000 BTU. Mode allows you to toggle between air conditioning, auto, which will either use air conditioning or heat pump to get to your desired temperature, just heat pump, furnace, fan only in the air conditioning, or off. You could set a program, you could set the clock, you could change the fan speed on the air conditioning or heat pump to low, medium, or high, or automatic. It will automatically kick up and down as it needs. You could change your temperature here, and you could also see your inside temperature, it's cold out today, as well as your change from Fahrenheit to Celsius. A beautiful exposed aluminum interior skin, all hand riveted. Exterior skin is buck riveted. There's equal bad insulation between the exterior skin and the interior skin. Ducted air became standard in 2015 on 25-foot and up Airstream travel trailers. And it came standard on the 19C, 20C, 23D, and 23FB for 2016. You could change the direction where you want the air to flow out of. You could also shut a specific vent off if you don't want air to flow through that one. There's 2 in the bedroom. There's a few in the hallway, bathroom, and at your dinette table. The lights in the bedroom are dimmable, or you could shut them on and off from a main switch. A lot of the manufacturers, you actually have to turn each light on individually. There's also a privacy curtain that separates the bedroom from the rest of the trailer. A lot of people ask why Airstream doesn't use doors or pocket doors. It's difficult to do because Airstreams have such a low center of gravity. The wheel well is actually cut into the body, so there could be a wheel well that will prevent the door from sliding back. Let me talk to you a little bit about this trailer and some of the specifications for it. This trailer is 25 foot 11 inches. That's from the center of the ball to the very back bumper. For total length, add 1.5 inches to that. The exterior width is 8 foot 5.5 inches. This is a wide body trailer. Anything smaller than this in the Airstream product line currently is a narrow body trailer. 8 foot, 7 foot 4. Those are your other sizes. Interior width is 8 foot 1. The exterior height is 9 foot 9 inches. That's from the ground to the top of the air conditioner, which is the highest point. The interior headroom is 6 foot 7.5 inches. That improved recently when we went to ducted air. In the past, the air conditioning boxed down into the trailer and you lost about 2 inches of headroom. So that is one of the benefits, as well as many others, with the ducted air conditioning system. The tongue weight of this trailer, this is the dry tongue weight. That includes full tank of propane and obviously your batteries, is 837 pounds. That could change depending on how you load the trailer. The dry weight before factory options is 5503. So this trailer has the backup camera, adds a few pounds. The full window awning package, which adds about 100 pounds. This also has the optional convection microwave in place of the oven, which is a very popular option. You have a choice of either or, but that doesn't add any weight. And it has the complete solar charging system. So you get upgraded batteries. You go from lead acid batteries to absorbed glass mat batteries, the better battery technology that works better with solar. The panels themselves weigh about 30 pounds each. So your dry weight on this trailer would be around, say, 5,700 pounds. Net carrying capacity before factory options is 1,797 pounds. That's how much stuff you could put in this trailer. It's a lot of weight. Most folks aren't going to get to that weight. But Airstream gives you a lot of margin just in case, so you don't have to worry about overloading the trailer and breaking your axles. Because this trailer has a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,300 pounds. That's the most this trailer could ever possibly weigh. It's a good idea when picking a tow vehicle to find one that could tow at least that, hopefully more. Freshwater tank is 39 gallons. Freshwater tank, when you run the faucet, will either drain into a gray waste tank, which is your sink and shower waste. That tank on this trailer is 37 gallons. Or it could drain into a black tank, which is your toilet waste. That tank on this trailer is 39 gallons. And the trailer has a forced air propane furnace, which is 25,000 BTU. And I mentioned earlier, the trailer has a 15,000 BTU air conditioning with heat pump standard. Refrigerator is automatic two-way refrigerator, runs on gas or electric, and that is 7 cubic foot. This trailer also has 17 windows. Look at this toilet. This is the Dometic premium toilet. This is more porcelain instead of plastic. Big advantage is very easy to clean, just like a regular residential toilet. Plastic toilets do scratch and they do stain quite a bit. The pink is the antifreeze. This trailer is winterized. To flush the toilet, you put your foot partially on the pedal to fill the bowl up a little bit more, and then all the way down to flush. It's never recommended to tow the trailer around with water in the toilet, so make sure you drain that down before you hit the road. There's a lot of room in this bathroom to manage, from the toilet to sink, for shaving, makeup, doing hair. Down here on the floor we have a furnace duct. Underneath the sink we have additional storage. There's storage here with the toilet paper holder. A lot of people forget that that's up there, but that's where your toilet paper goes. There's another storage here as well. Plenty of counter space to spread out your product in the morning. Thick stainless steel bowl sink. Moen faucet is a high quality faucet. You're not going to find plastic faucets in an Airstream. These have a much higher duty cycle and will last you a long time. GFCI protected electrical outlet, so if any of your outlets get wet, any of your items you drop in the sink, it's going to pop this breaker right here. This is a circuit, so there's many outlets tied into this one GFCI reset, so just make sure if that pops, you come in here and reset it. There's storage above the mirror here. There's another storage area here, little towel bar. Lights, very bright in here, right? One switch. You could actually dim it down and just have one element or none. Ceiling has a vent line fan. Just push up, push the button, vent stale air out. Just make sure you shut it off before you pull the lid down. And make sure you pull the lid down before you start towing. If it's raining, you'll get wet. There's gap to allow enough airflow back into the bathroom when you're using the exhaust fan. This is also an air conditioning duct, what we saw in the bedroom. Water heater is a 9-gallon EXT water heater. 6-gallon reservoir gives you 9 gallons continuous hot water, either electric or gas. You decide which one you want, or both. The red light will come on if the water heater misfires on propane and let you know that there's misfire. Why did it misfire? Cobweb inside, you're out of propane, you got an air bubble of propane. It's warning you, letting you know that there's a potential problem. Behind here, this split bath, you got privacy curtain we saw earlier. We have a glass shower door. The shower door stays closed with magnetic strip. It's got a travel latch. There's a light outside. Inside, it's a 2-piece fiberglass shower pan. So on the bottom, top, there's an overlap here, so you don't have to worry about water dripping behind. This little box area is the wheel well. Some people use it as a ledge to help clean. It'll elevate their foot. The drain plug is very important. Make sure you keep that drain plug in when you're towing. That will prevent the P-trap from the water from dissipating, allowing tank odor in. Clothesline pulls across, and you can lock it in place for light items. No towels, just a bathing suit, anything that you want to dry that's lightweight. Premium hardware here. This is another Moen fixture. The diverter allows you hot, cold water just like home. The wand is detachable from the wall. You could change the angle. You could also pause it. A little bit of water will drip out. So that means you got your desired temperature, but you're trying to conserve water. You could pause it, lather up, and then turn it back on. Your temperature's still set the same, and you can rinse off. Another vent line fan. And all LED lighting throughout the whole entire trailer. It's important too to put a bath towel down in the hallway when you come out of the shower. Any water on the door is going to drip into the hallway. So it's a good practice to have one of those. Underneath the bed, we have the battery converter charger. This converts AC to DC and charges the batteries. There's a little fan that will come on to cool the battery charger down. You'll hear that kick on from time to time. You have your electrical breakers. 30 amp is your main breaker, and you have 20 amp breakers for your outlets, air conditioning, convection microwave, and battery charger. And then there's also 12 volt fuses for your radio, water pump, lighting, all your 12 volt items. Just don't block this with long sheets. This does have to cool down. You don't want to overheat your converter. The wardrobe is spacious enough. You can put plenty of clothes in here. You have an access panel to get to the shower faucet if it ever needed repair. There's storage above. Another J-latch to keep the door shut. The premium hardware we've seen earlier. And then we have a furnace duct in the hallway. But this is a little access panel that gains you access to the water pump. So if you're going to winterize a trailer, you could get to the pump and put the siphon tube on. And then there's tank heaters that go down from the furnace down through the floor of the trailer into the tank chamber. The tank sits in a chamber which is insulated and a metal box around the outside. When you turn the furnace on, that will circulate hot air around your tank. And what's it designed for is an unexpected drops in temperatures. This is not a four-season trailer, but a lot of people use it in extreme conditions when the temperature drops below freezing. Everybody else at the campground's packing up, draining their water out, panicking, going home. As long as you keep that furnace on, it's going to prevent your tanks from freezing. We would say anything 25 degrees up and you're safe. As it gets lower than that, you're at more of a risk of potential problems freezing your tanks. There are people that take them down to much more extreme temperatures. But we feel safe saying 25 degrees and up. Let's talk a little bit about decor. So Airstream has the Golden Knight with cashew ultra leather, Golden Knight with black ultra leather, mica with cashew ultra leather, and now we have the new landmark decor. Airstream's phasing out the Golden Knight mica. This is the replacement. So I do still have stock currently of the Golden Knight, but this is the new decor. Part of it has to do with Wilson Art. On the other trailers, the Gold Alchemy laminate is no longer available, and the countertop, the dark countertop they use in another model, is no longer available. So Airstream transitions into this new decor for 2017. So it's called the Landmark Decor because of the laminate. But your choices, you have three choices of ultra leather. And this is the new Dwell ultra leather. It's a little bit more grippy. It's a little bit stronger, and if you're sitting on the sofa, it's harder to slide out of it, so people seem to like that. It's just as easy to clean, and it comes in three different shades. There's a Sandpiper, which is a lighter tan, kind of like this pillow here. This is the Wild Honey, which we're in right now. It's a little bit darker. And there's a Truffle, which is like a chocolate brown. Those are your three choices currently. The Landmark Decor also comes with this vinyl flooring, this design. Very neutral. And, you know, to dress it up, you could take these pillows that come with it out and put bright red pillows or blue or whatever you want it to do, and it really changes the whole look of the trailer. In the galley area, there's a good amount of counter space. On the 25FB, they have this leaf extension available. The sink cover comes with it. Some people use it as a cutting board. But you have this beautiful Steel Queen, stainless steel, thick gauge sink. Very hard to dent it, so if you drop any utensils in it, you're not going to see all the dents like you would on some other brand RVs that use a little bit thinner sink. Beautiful Moen faucet on the Flying Cloud. Separate sprayer comes with it. These two doors open and gains you access to all the under counter storage. The water filtration system would sit in here, which currently we have a bypass built in. And you could turn that on and off from a valve. And the little trash pail comes with it. And again, you can see Airstream not skimping on materials. Underneath the kitchen sink, we have plywood with laminate. This is all cut on a beautiful CNC machine that Airstream has. That has a few of them. So it's very precise and exact cuts. Look at the hardware here that keeps the cabinet door shut. Very secure. Little key hooks here so you can hang your keys when you come in the door. Give you room for a lot of keys there. Overhead roof locker. The side roof lockers are not as deep as the front and back, but there's plenty of room for your kitchen items. We have an 18-inch porthole stacked window here. Task lighting over the sink. Have your solar controller display. Right now, I am not plugged in. I've been running exclusively off of solar. Sun's pretty low right now because it's towards the end of the day. But we have 80% remaining. I could change and see the battery voltage, our solar charge amps, and our solar amp hours. I could turn on and off the inverter from here. So the inverter is underneath the bed, all the way at the head of the bed, but it has a remote switch. You could turn it on and off. There, a little fan kick on. So that will generate electricity for all the outlets that are designed for the inverter. The ones with the blue sticker. One there. You have one next to the Blu-ray player. One next to this television. And earlier we saw the one in the bedroom next to that television. You have another electrical outlet here. You can see your battery voltage again. Fresh water percentage, 0. Gray waste percentage, 0. And black waste percentage, 0. Right now, trailer's winterized. There's no water in the freshwater tank and there's no water in the waste tanks. You could turn the water pump on and off from here. Little green light comes on to let you know the pump's on. And if you have water on board, which you definitely should have if you turn on the water pump, the pump will run until the system pressurizes, then it will shut off. And then every time it feels a drop in pressure when you turn on a faucet, the pump will kick on. When you go to a campground, you have a choice of either using your freshwater tank or hooking directly up to a city water connection, which then you're running off the campground's water pressure and there's no need to use your water pump, nor will it be filling your freshwater tank. It's just bypassing your tank and going to all your faucets. So you choose where you want the water to come in. Above the 3-burner cooktop with these heavy-duty grates, we have a cooktop ventilation system. There is a louver on the outside. You do have to remove the travel latch so it opens. You don't want that left open because it will flap around when you're driving or bugs could fly in. And there's a light over your cooktop. And you just lift up to release, pull forward. Now you have extra workspace. Or if it's still warm and you want to prevent kids from touching it, you can protect it this way. Little towel bar up front. Convection microwave has an electric element on the top, so don't think of it as a microwave. Think of it as a convection oven. There's a fan in the back that circulates that hot air that will glow, that will come off these glowing electric elements for cooking and baking. And then when you want to use the microwave, you put it in microwave mode, and then it works just like a residential microwave. So you have a choice of either or. A very popular option, very popular upgrade. 1.2 cubic foot. And the stainless steel matches the whole look of the Airstream travel trailer. A lot of people think the skin on the interior exterior is stainless steel. It's actually aluminum. Silver organizer in the kitchen. Beautiful glides here, how smooth they are. LP leak detector down on the floor that will sense air quality. If you spray any aerosol by it, it's going to kick it off too. But what it's designed for, if you have a gas leak, that will alert you. That is always on, so there's no kill switch for it, so that will always monitor the air quality in the trailer. This flips down, up, doesn't go back in too deep. Why? Because the wheel well is directly behind it. slide out pantry. There's 4 adjustable shelves that come with it. So you just gotta unsnap the shelf. You can bring it up to your desired height. Snap it in. You can put tall items here, shorter items here, so you decide. Shouldn't really fit more than 4 because you got to be able to lift items out. Above that, there's a very deep storage compartment. And then even this little area here, you could put some items. Another privacy curtain. It just snaps right in place. So now while you're toweling down and getting dressed, the rest of the campground can't see inside to see what you're doing. And there's a little travel latch. Locks in place. The 7 cubic foot refrigerator has a generous size freezer compartment. You can load condensed juices in there if you want, or other items. And then it has this, which is part of when you keep your trailer in storage. If the refrigerator or freezer is damp, you got to be able to air it out. Otherwise, it's going to be completely moldy. So this slides over the handle, keeps that door partially open to allow it to air out and dry out so you don't get mold. And there's one on the bottom as well. It comes out and hooks right on. And then these shelves have little bars that keep items from sliding out. You can remove the clips and slide shelves out. This little cutout here is for tall items. And again, we have more bars. And there's a light when the refrigerator is on that will illuminate this area. And there's little shelves, little drawers here that come out, and little feet up against here that keep items tight up against the door so they don't roll out on you. And up top is where all the controls are. You can turn it on and off from here. So it's cold inside the refrigerator because it was so cold out last night. So it's 38 degrees right now and it hasn't been on. But we're not plugged into electricity, so I turned it on. We're on automatic mode. And it's going to try to ignite on propane. There's a little ticking noise. It will keep trying until it gets propane and ignites, but we don't have propane in this trailer. It's brand new. So eventually that will try going until it can't anymore, and then it will shut the refrigerator off and it'll flash the letters LP to warn you, to let you know that the refrigerator did not ignite. When you're plugged in, if you're on automatic mode, it's automatically going to run on electricity, so you won't see a little dot underneath LP. Oh, it just misfired. And then you could also change your temperature setting. So you could change it from 1 all the way up to 5. So on a really cold day, 1, that's all you need. On a really hot day, crank it all the way up to 5 to keep it cool. Storage above the refrigerator, storage below. Again, the wheel well is right behind there, so Airstream goes back as deep as they can. A lot of other manufacturers would actually just put a solid panel here. But this is also a service access, and it costs a little bit more to put a door on it, but hey, I've seen some amazing things that people are able to store in this one compartment. Above, we have your intakes for the air conditioning. There's filters back here. You definitely have to keep them clean. You don't want them clogged up. It will overheat the air conditioning and could have a potential failure because of that. Skylight in the galley with shade. This is a thermal break, so there's a thin interior thermal break and there's a thick exterior shell. Another fantastic fan. They advertise produces up to 10 miles per hour of cool, crisp, fresh air. 30-inch windows. Now look at this. Sitting here at the dinette, I could see straight out on the side of the trailer, the back, and if I turn my head, I could see all the way behind me. And then with the addition of these two 30-inch windows, I could see everything that's going on around me. Open up the kitchen, I could see on my awning side, I could see all the way out the front. A lot of windows on this model, and that's why people love it so much. People have a vision of backing into a campground, and there's a beautiful view. of a mountain or a lake, and they can sit at the dinette in the morning, eat their breakfast, and think about what they're going to do that day and envision what's in that view. This television's in a fixed mount here, but if you ever wanted to remove it, there's a screw that comes out and it lifts off and you can take it off, but it's not designed to swivel around. Let's open this window. We're going to pull the handles, twist, and lift. We're going to lift with both hands. Very important. Once you get to your desired height, snap it into the groove. There's 3 different heights. And you want to make sure it's snapped in on both sides. And if you're doing a lot of work around the trailer, good idea, check the height of these windows, because if you're at that right height, you could smack your head on them, and that's not a good day. And also make sure there's no one coming around the side of the trailer before you fly open a window. Vista view windows with shades. These are great, they give you light, but you still retain your privacy. This is a smoke detector with a 9-volt battery. Make sure you change that every 6 months. Everybody asks about this microphone. What is this microphone for? Well, this is a car stereo. This is a very high quality car stereo. This is a Clarion M303. It's got Bluetooth, Sirius, and Pandora capability. There's a CD player inside. This stereo system's hooked into both televisions, so if you have TV on, you could hit the source button and change the source so it pulls in whatever's playing on the television, whether it's a DVD, Blu-ray, or over-the-air television, satellite if you do a satellite dish on the outside, or park cable. To shut this system off, you got to hold the source in for a good 5 seconds, and then it will shut it down. If you tap it, it just puts it on standby. Blu-ray player has input for inputting USB into it. So if you have a device that you want to play through the Blu-ray player, this little tray slides out. USB charge ports next to it, and then people always ask, "There's so many USB. What are they for?" This one actually allows you to plug items into stereo if you decide you don't want to do it through Bluetooth. And then each corner has a speaker box, just like it did in the bedroom. There's a light, task light over the dinette, and then there's reading lights for each one of the seating positions. Underneath the dinette, there's a very large drawer that opens. This is an open concept here, a little modern design. You can see the subwoofer behind. There's a little shoe storage here off to the side. Fire extinguisher, magazine rack, electrical outlet, and then we have the battery disconnect. This is great because I'm in the trailer right now. If I wanted to leave for the day and I wasn't plugged in, I had some lights running, but I forgot one. You know, there's one inside the wardrobe you could forget. You could hit the store button and it shuts everything off in the trailer for you. But it's very important to turn it to use before you plug the trailer into your tow vehicle or into electricity, because that'll allow the battery charger to kick in to charge your batteries. There's lights outside for a porch light and a step light that illuminates the step area. And then the awning has an LED light strip that goes entire length of the trailer on the body of the trailer. When you roll the awning out, you can turn that on, but you could also dim it down if it's too bright. And then the interior ceiling lights are dimmable. Underneath the lounge, this flips down and there's storage bins. This cutout here is where the furnace return is. And then this storage compartment is additional storage. It goes behind that panel. There's your furnace duct that runs through. The screen door has screen door guards built into it. And the MSRP of this trailer is $87,234. The base MSRP without any factory options or destination is $81,200. This has the convection microwave upgrade with 3-burner cooktop for $475. Has the window awning package for $1350. Wild Honey Ultra Leather, part of the Landmark decor, It's a $0 option. The wireless backup camera with monitor is $675. And the complete solar charging system, which is 160 watts of solar, which is split between two 80-watt panels, and the upgrade in the batteries to absorb glass mat is $2,200. The options totals $4,700, and the destination charge is $1,334. Airstream has equalized shipping, so all the dealers pay the same exact dollar amount for destination. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the camera up. I'm going to demonstrate how to fold these items down into beds. A lot of folks wonder why I used a wide-angle lens camera. It distorts the interior of the trailer just a little bit, but I'm not trying to fool anybody to make the trailer look bigger. I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And I hold the camera all the way back here like this, and I'm explaining things. It allows you to see my hand move, and nothing gets out of the frame. But it's also great for shots like this, where I'm going to show you a large area on how it folds into a bed. So what we're going to do is take the decor pillows away. We're going to take the backrest, which snaps into the wall, and slide that back. This one I'm going to flip down and put it here on the ground. Make sure it's low enough you can see. And then the bottom cushions, you lift them up. Just make sure they're completely clear, and then you lift the table up, and there's two cleats in the wall that it snaps into. We're removed from the wall. The leg locks up, swings down, lays on top of the two benches. There's a little rubber grommet there to prevent it from sliding side to side. And we just reassemble the cushions and make it into a bed which was 40 inches deep by 96 inches long. That's a very large bed. You can see here I'm 5'9". There's plenty of room. And then a very popular thing which folks do is they take the backrest from the side and they slide it back here, and they make this into a little sofa area. You got an armrest here off to the side. So it's very deep, very comfortable if you just want to sit back and watch television. The side lounge what this does, this slides out like a drawer. Now, the way it is, anybody could sleep here. Perfectly fine. You know, one adult could sleep here without extending it out. But if you wanted to extend it out, slide the little drawer, lift the cushions up. There's a little bit of Velcro that keeps them in place. Slide them out. They will sit proud of the lip here. And then the backrest, put up against the wall. Now there's plenty of room for two adults to sleep here. You could also have two adults sleep there if you wanted to. But this foam that Airstream uses in their cushions is extremely comfortable to sleep on. And they do such a great job in their stitching. Look how all this is put together. They do an excellent job. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this back, and we're going to take a trip outside. I'm going to show you a few things around the exterior of the trailer. We do love the sound of the door when it closes. Very solid construction. Look at the heavy duty hardware. You can lock the handle here, prevents it from someone unlocking the trailer. You also have a deadbolt, a heavy duty deadbolt that goes right into this very thick extruded aluminum frame structure of the door. Look at the TIG welding they do at the top. The rubber bumper on the inside so you don't skin your head on the way out. And then at the bottom, it's all welded to plate here. There's grip tape to prevent you from sliding out if you step on it. And it's all buck riveted right to the frame structure of the trailer. Aluminum ribs on the inside of all the walls. This little plate here allows you to sweep the trailer out. The floor underneath, the plywood floor, has a marine anti-wicking substance painted to the whole perimeter. all the way around the trailer, so if you open the door and it gets wet and the water rolls underneath, it doesn't soak through the whole plywood. It actually repels it and allows it to drip out of the underbelly. Screen doors, attachable from the main door. Swings around, this fills the gap. As long as you don't use it as a crutch to get in, it should last the lifetime of the trailer. On the bottom here, there's a sticker that tells you on this specific trailer what the cargo carrying capacity is, which is 15/16. That's with factory options. Above the entry door, there's extruded aluminum gutter rail. Look at these beautiful cast aluminum hinges. They're heavy duty hinges. We have extruded aluminum belt line protection, extruded aluminum lower rubber rail protection, and for 2017 there's an aluminum entry step which is bifold. You're going to pull it from the back. Whoop. And let it flip down. And you could actually, without using your hand, you could pretty much fold this step up. Look at that, it's flush mount. And a lot of people don't see how the step was actually designed. You could either put a hand here and lift up, and the step will swing down. But the way it was really designed was put your foot under it, push up, and pull, and that releases it. And then you just throw it down like that. Underbelly of all the trailers is completely enclosed in aluminum. And there's heavy duty stabilizer jacks all four corners. There's a jacking location here that designates the specific area to jack the trailer up. This has a rubber torsion axle system. So there's no moving parts. Axles last a very long time. It allows the trailer to be more stable and literally hug the road. See how low the trailer is? It makes it tow extremely well. This has Neverlube hubs. Neverlube hubs are available on every model now for 2017 except for the Sport Bambi 16J, Sport Bambi 22FB, and the Base Camp. This has 225/75 R15 load range D tires. 65 PSI is your recommended tire pressure. The cooktop ventilation system we spoke about earlier. These are the latches for it to keep it shut when you're storing or towing. LED porch light we spoke about earlier. Step lights here. You know what I really love too is these beautiful handcrafted cast aluminum taillight housing. In the middle we have a double stacked LED taillight. A stylish rear polished aluminum bumper. Has these bumper caps on it. Prevents from sharp edge potential. Rear trunk storage. This lifts up, diamond plated, so you can store items inside. Now this area will get wet, but what it's meant for is all the stuff you throw on the ground, like a block of wood or wheel chock. Instead of putting it in your nice clean trunk, you could throw it in the rear trunk. You could actually put locks on it too. License plate bracket with light. This has the optional window awning package, which I highly recommend. It has all Sunbrella material. And when you get it down, you just swing this over on both sides, and I'll lock it in place. And this rolls up nice and neat, and there's Velcro that keeps it up top. There's the backup camera, the wireless backup camera. We saw the monitor inside earlier. And then when the awning, all the awnings go up, they're metal wrapped and protected. There's your Airstream lettering at the top. On this side of the trailer, We have another stabilizer jack point. This is the furnace exhaust and service access. Your park cable or satellite, so if you want to bring a portable satellite dish and a receiver, you could just plug and play. This is your 30 amp, 25 foot power cord connection. It snaps in, twists, and then there's a twist lock weather seal. In the wheel well here, there's a drip tube for your air conditioner. So instead of the water running down the side of the trailer, it drips through the wheel well. There's a refrigerator ventilation system that allows fresh air in. There's a drain tube that comes out for condensation. Up top is the top vent for the refrigerator compartment. There's a travel latch, which you go and do with the awning tool that comes with the trailer for your side window awning. And if you can't reach it, you can use your awning tool. This pulls out and it covers the whole side from cap to cap of the trailer. The city water connection has a water pressure regulator built right into it. So this does not fill your freshwater tank. This supplies water to all your plumbing fixtures. To supply water to your freshwater tank, if you wanted to fill it up, there's a little lockable compartment with a what they call a 751 key. And when you get that key out, I got the wrong key. There it is. When you open it up, you take the cap off and you stick your hose, your freshwater drinking hose, in the hole. Leave it loose, put the water on low, you don't want it full blast. When the tank fills, it will relief out of here, but when you hook up to this, it's not filling this. When you hook up to here, you need to then turn on your water pump once this tank's up to your desired level to get water from this tank into all your plumbing fixtures. But you have a choice of which one you want to do depending on your camping situation. Below, which you never want to get these two mixed, below is a waste flush. This is a high pressure black tank rinsing valve. So you could hook up a regular garden hose, not your freshwater drinking hose, to that connection there, and that will flush out your black tank, which is down below. A great thing about any of the front bedroom models is it has a remote wastegate system. So when you pull the handle, it pulls this rod here, and inside the tank is your wastegate. So it's a higher threshold of protection if you're doing any cold weather camping. There's a light out here. I shut the battery switch off so it's not going to come on. Your discharge tube, you'd snap on your waste hose. Once you do, you would then empty your main tank first, which is your black tank, your toilet waste. And then you'll have discharge coming through the tube, and you'll have some solids and debris that you might want to then close after you're done, put your tethers on, and then follow through with your auxiliary wash, which is your gray soapy shower wastewater, to clean out your waste hose. And then when you're all done, when you're going to leave the campground, then you could hook up to your sewer flusher, and inside that black tank, it will spray down that residual waste and discharge it for you so you don't get any tank odor. Outside utility shower has hot and cold water. There's a wand with a regular faucet outside. There's a waste hose storage tube, so when you're done discharging your waste and you're packing up, getting ready to go, you could slide that tube, that waste hose right into this tube. See how long it is? It goes back about 6.5 foot. And then your VIN plate is up front with your tire size, tire pressure information, and production information. This has a heavy duty stainless steel wrap protector standard. It's on a hinge because there's a gap here. The hinge is for maintenance. We need to allow some deflection for debris to hit the rock guard without denting the body behind it. So there's a gap which leaves and debris gets stuck behind. So if you take these 3 nuts off, you could swing this out and clean the debris out from behind. This is the generator prep we talked about earlier. There's 2 tethers that keep this rock guard down. Definitely leave them on down on a windy day. You keep these on a windy day. And when you're towing, you don't want those loose. Once you get to your desired height, you can lock this knurl knob in place. and keep it even, put both sides on. And then you could open your window in the bedroom. And then these sides, if you take a Phillips head screwdriver, turn a quarter turn, these swing out and you could lift them off and clean the glass. So you can see on this side, a leaf got stuck behind here. We could get that out just by doing some simple maintenance. Propane tanks are two 30-pound bottles. Colonial will fill them for you with the purchase. Take this nut off the threaded rod, lift up. The bottle cover will lift completely off. Then you could take each bottle and undo each bottle and get them filled. Has a manual or automatic switch over. You can manually put it to the one that you want to use. Leave the other one on. When that one's depleted, it will then switch over to this one. Or you could leave one tank off, one on, and just point it to the one tank that you want to use. So then you'll know when the tank is empty. You could take that one out and get it filled, and then just run off of this one once you switch it to the other side. Make sure this is locked down. Has a battery compartment. Colonial gives you a battery lock, so no one can take your batteries from you. 2017, we now have a ZAMP quick disconnect port at the front of the trailer. So if you buy a ZAMP branded solar panel, you can plug it in, you can bring it out, position it to the sun, and it will charge the trailer. It will have its own controller built into it. This trailer has the factory solar charging system, so there's already panels on the roof that plug into another port. These are all the way in the back of the trailer, and that has a separate controller and separate display, which we saw the display when we were inside. The A-frame of the trailer here is a boxed frame. It's not C-channel, so it's very rigid. It's gloss black, so if you want to touch it up, if it ever get a rust mark in it, you could do so easily. Colonial Airstream gives you a heavy-duty premium hitch lock, which prevents this from sliding forward and lifting up. This is a 2 5/16" ball that this trailer accepts, and it comes with 11,000-pound safety chains, which you have to crisscross. If you have too much slack, you could twist the chain around to bring it off the ground when you're hooked up to your tow vehicle. This has a trailer breakaway cable here, which is required by law. Never use this as a parking brake, but what it's designed to do, if the trailer comes attached from the vehicle, this will pull out and cause the trailer brakes to activate so your trailer doesn't pass you in the shoulder. If you decided to pull this out for parking, think about what's going to happen. It's going to activate your trailer brakes using your battery. It will burn the magnets out and it will drain the battery rapidly. So never use it as a parking brake. It's just for emergency purposes only. You could extend or retract the height of the hitch jack here to bring the trailer up and down, to level it front to back, or to bring it on and off your vehicle. There's an outside light here that allows you to illuminate this hitching area, and there's a little bubble level that the manufacturer gives you. It's not ever going to be completely accurate because the hitch jack moves a little bit, but I'll give you an idea if you're close to level, I guess. Take this pin out, slide the one below it across, and you can lower your spare tire, which sits in a cradle. Same size tire as the rest of your tires, just a steel wheel instead of aluminum. And to get it out easier, just lift your electric hitch jack up. This side of the trailer, we have your trunk compartment. And this is lockable. It's weather sealed, insulated, diamond plated. You can get to your water heater bypass from here. Here's your awning tool, your power cord, and the stabilizer jack crank was underneath the mattress I saw before. I'm not going to do the awning today because of the distance between this trailer and this trailer isn't enough, but I have numerous other videos where I demonstrate the awning. So if you want to reference those, just check out another one of my walkthrough videos. This is Patrick with Colonial Airstream in Lakewood, New Jersey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love it. I'll see you soon. You can find me on Facebook. I'm Colonial Patrick.